the interwebs. This is my YouTube channel. Thanks for checking it out. I'll be doing a lot of like gaming, UFC recaps, predictions, just a bunch of random stuff like making beats, producing, DJing, doing all kinds of stuff. So yeah, subscribe. So I'm gonna do a prediction of or just kind of like a preview prediction, whatever, of the Jeremy Stephens versus Choi fight night on Sunday. I was pretty pumped for Thiago Alves, Zach Cummings, but Zach Cummings injured himself after falling down. So I had Thiago Alves winning that anyways, so whatever. But first fight that's pretty, I don't know, I'm not going to go over all of them, but just some of them. Michael Johnson versus Darren Elkins. Michael Johnson, he's lost 2 in a row, but to be fair, he's lost to Khabib, who's undefeated, and he's lost to Justin, I don't even know how to say his last name, Gaethje, who's also a monster. Michael Johnson's quick, and he's got good power. He lost to Nate Diaz too. He's fought some high-level guys. He beat Dustin Poirier, which is pretty impressive. He beat Edson Barboza, Melvin Gillard, Joe Lozon, Danny Castillo, Tony Ferguson, Shane Roller. He's fought some high-level guys over the past few years, 6 years. He's coming off, like I said, he's coming off 2 losses, but he's fighting Darren Elkins. Darren Elkins is on a 5-fight win streak, but don't get me wrong, he's fought some high-level guys too, but not like Michael Johnson has. A few of them are, let's see, Charles Oliveira, Chad Mendes, Diego Brandao, Jeremy Stephens, and Dennis Bermudez. Darren Elkins is a beast because this Mirsad Bektik fight, if you have a chance to go back and watch that, if you have UFC Fight Pass or anything like that, watch that fight. It's crazy. It's a good ass fight. So yeah, Darren Elkins was actually losing the fight, and he came back and won in round 3. So Darren Elkins never gives up, and he's got a lot of heart, but physically I think Michael Johnson's a better fighter. He's faster, he hits harder, so we'll see. I mean, Michael Johnson I don't think has as much heart as him, but I think he has the skill level to finish him. Next fight that I'm pretty interested in is Paige Van Zandt versus Jessica Rose. Jessica Rose hasn't really fought that many high-level fighters. She beat Beck Rawlings, but it was by decision. So I don't know. Paige Van Zandt, she's interesting. Obviously, she's a high-level fighter. She beat Tisha Torres, Felice Herrig, who's really good. She lost to Rose Namajunas. She also beat Beck Rawlings by head kick, and she lost to the karate hottie Michelle Waterson. I'm taking Paige in this one, as long as her head's in it. Sometimes she kind of seems like she's not fully. She's just there for the paycheck. She's not really there to win. Not always, but sometimes, whatever. So then we got Uriah Hall versus Vitor Belfort. Vitor Belfort's a legend. He's going to be in the Hall of Fame for sure. I think he should have retired after he got kicked in his face by Anderson Silva. We'll see. Uriah Hall is one of those, no offense, but he's a sketchy fighter too. Like, sometimes he's on, sometimes he just I feel like he doesn't want to be in the cage. He lost to Gegard Mousasi, but he also beat Gegard Mousasi. He lost to Derek Brunson, Robert Whitaker, Rafael Natal. So he beat Chris Lieben, but that was also Chris Lieben's last fight, I believe. He beat Kelvin Gastelum, he lost to Kelvin Gastelum, sorry, who won the Ultimate Fighter. So, I don't know. I mean, Uriah Hall, I think, has a lot more talent than his record looks. He has extreme power. He almost, that knockout that he did on the Ultimate Fighter was like one of the worst head kicks I've ever seen, and that scared Uriah Hall into almost not fighting again because he thought he killed the guy. So I don't know, if he can just let loose, if he can keep his distance, he's got good precision and he's quick. I don't think he's quicker than Vitor. Even though Vitor's past his prime, I still think Vitor's probably going to be a little faster than Uriah, but Uriah's really fast and he's really powerful. So if he can stand back, use his distance, he'll beat Vitor. If Vitor gets inside, he's good when he gets inside. So if he can get inside, use dirty boxing, hold him against the cage, he'll have a chance to win. I'm picking Uriah Hall in this one. And then the main event is Jeremy Stephens versus Doo-Ho Choi. I watched Doo-Ho Choi and immediately became a fan when he fought Cub Swanson. That was a really good fight. Really close fight. Doo-Ho Choi does not quit. He reminds me of Chris Lieben in his prime, Cabbage, the heavyweight, Carrera, and like the Korean Zombie, because you can beat the fucking piss out of them dudes and they won't stop. Like, it just makes them fight better. So Doo-Ho Choi is one of those guys. Jeremy Stephens is a veteran. Actually, I think he's one knockout away from either tying or passing up Anderson Silva's knockout record. So, I mean, Doo-Ho Choi is not... I would say Doo-Ho Choi is one of the up-and-comers, but Jeremy Stephens is a veteran, so it's hard to pick. I mean, Jeremy Stephens has tons and tons and tons of knockouts, and he's fought the who's who of MMA. He beat Gilbert Melendez, lost to Frankie Edgar, beat Renan Barao, lost to Max Holloway, beat Dennis Bermudez, Charles Oliveira, Cub Swanson. He lost to those two, but Darren Elkins, Yves Edwards, Donald Cerrone, Anthony Pettis, Marcus Davis. I mean, that dude hasn't fought in fucking years. So, I mean, Jeremy Stephens, I don't know. It's really, really, really hard for me to pick. I want to say Jeremy Stephens is going to win, but Doo-Ho Choi is the fresher fighter. And Cub Swanson threw everything he had at him, and he didn't go down. So maybe Jeremy Stephens has enough. I feel like if Jeremy Stephens doesn't knock out Doo-Ho Choi, then he's not going to win. I think Doo-Ho Choi will either knock out Jeremy Stephens or win by decision. So, we'll see. If you want to comment, let me know what your predictions are. Yeah, thanks for listening.